Hello Gemini, and welcome to your general reading for June 2025. If you just found my channel, welcome Gemini, and thanks for being here. What roads lead to this connection? Okay, wow. This feels like divine intervention. I don't know why I feel that way, but I'm looking at the sun. Sky bridge, possibility for union. This to me feels like the divine has said, you have been through what you've been through, but you have both risen above that. There may be a relationship that is done, completion. We have woodwives, adaptability, magician's sword, confidence in your magic. I don't know why I am picking up this in particular with this adaptability, but it feels like an energy of trying to make something work, and maybe even something in the past. Yeah, this did come out. Spirit said that came out second. Well, you know, if that's a storyline for you or this person, somebody might have bent over backwards in a relationship and always maybe accommodated, and you know that's a lesson, you know it is, but maybe that didn't work. And if that has led this person to feeling like, wait a minute, I need to stand in my truth, I need to tout my own merits, I need to show a side of me that is giving and loving to others, but loving to me. I'm feeling like there's a shift or transformation in how someone does relationship. And all those maybe past tower moments, all of those trials in other relationships have led to, here's my person. Okay, I'm going to keep that card up. Pardon me. Okay, let's take a look, Gemini, at the two of you. We're going to compare you side by side. Gemini, your energy. You may be healing from past disappointments. It could be that you have been betrayed, maybe in a marriage, maybe with a Taurus. Okay, let's take a look at your energy in this connection. Gemini's energy with this person, this intriguing, very different person. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and Judgment. I'm getting, wow, you know, maybe I hadn't seen this person. This may be, I want to get to know them. And if this is, you know, judging like a book by its cover, or I want to probe deeper into who this is, I can totally read that this way. Your energy, Gemini. Anything else? I heard Spirit say that sums it up. Okay, well, I'm still going to shuffle the bottom half and see. Oh, maybe they meant this is it. Wow. You're going to probe. You're going to look at this person. You're going to peel back the layers of this person. Ooh. Is there competition for this person? Do you wonder, are there people around this person who want their attention? And I've got some competition on my hands. Confidence in your magic. Gemini, stand in your own merits. Because here's the deal. If you're dating someone and you're worried about being someone you think they need, be you. Because I think that's what they want. Don't worry about that. It's noisy. Yeah. Okay. Let's put that deck away. I want to get some other flavor, shall we call it? Not necessarily clarification, because Spirit said that sums it up. But let's divide this though, because I feel like there's something unforeseen or something you didn't notice about a person. They didn't notice about you. Why is it this Two of Swords is blindfolded? What is this? Is this something you didn't see or something that's coming to light? Bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. This could work. This could work. Wow. Oh my gosh. Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant. I got to tell you that what I'm getting from this is a sense of, your ideals, because the Hierophant is our belief system. Maybe, you're noticing, again, flip the script. Sometimes energy does that, but Gemini, maybe there was a notion that, well, is this person someone I would marry? Is this someone, Three of Pentacles? But in this deck, it's like maybe they're even saying, hey, this person, meaning it could be you, Gemini, asking others, friends, what do you think? Like, would this person fit into my life from what you know about me? It could be, Gemini, that you have had a pattern of choosing, and maybe you're like, let's let my friends pick this. Or maybe this is an introduction by a friend. Maybe it's an existing friend, and you're like, whoa, I never looked at them that way. But I feel, is this, you don't trust your judgment? I don't know. There could be that. But you're opening yourself up to the what if with this person. So let's take a look at how probing deeper changes your mind, or that you see this person for the beauty they bring to your life. Page of Pentacles, Judgment. What is the flavor around that, Spirit? Missing puzzle piece, straight up. This person has that je ne sais quoi, the magic quotient that I haven't had. And it's funny that we have completion twice, but maybe in the you complete me kind of way. The Ten of Cups came out in reverse. Maybe relationships in the past haven't brought you that, harmonious connection. Spirit, was that meant to be reverse? Okay. Wow. Maybe by comparison, Seven of Cups, by comparison, you're thinking, wow, I didn't even know what happiness was until I met this person. There is most definitely something that is a conclusion drawn, or if it's about a person of the past or from the past, who you've separated from, or feel like, wow, they are not my person. What was I thinking? That's going to end, maybe based on meeting this person. Okay. I want to get I want to get an energy around what is driving your decision right now. The Three of Cups. Does this person make you supremely happy? Is it easy? You know how there's relationships that, you can enjoy nothingness? Maybe that's part of this. Like, you can enjoy nothing. You can enjoy doing nothing. Clipping your toenails in front of each other, making breakfast, reading a book side by side, but you never say a word, but there's just this comfortable energy. I feel like there is this light, joyful energy. Now, if this is a friend turned lover, you might be thinking, wow, I hadn't looked at this person in that way. Okay, I heard that for somebody out there, this could be someone you know through a friend group who's maybe attached to somebody else and they're realizing you're it. Like they're not happy. Ooh, okay. Oh, third party. I don't want to go there. I'm not going to give that a lot of energy. Let's take a look at your person's energy. Your person's energy in your connection only. Spirit, show us their energy. Gemini's person's energy. I don't know if there's going to be some worry or if there's going to be like this mushy, beautiful Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, you're my person kind of energy. We'll see. They're coming out face down, which is crazy. Anything else? Gemini's person. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this could be a busy person. This could be someone who's managing their choices. Okay, here, let's just kind of scoot that over a little bit. The Ten of Wands, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Empress. Okay, I feel like this person is making a big decision, and it is a big decision. It definitely weighs on them. And if they are represented here with, you know, this King of Wands energy, this is a confidence. And it could be that this person is like, you know what, this has been calling to me, speaking to me. Gemini, or whatever situation we're in, has really been kind of getting my attention. Now, if this is, you know, an energy of, wow, other people, maybe family, maybe there's a difference in backgrounds or something like that. And there could be an energy of family not approving of this. That could be part of the equation. Just then I had a hiccup. Is there a hiccup in this? Is that the wrinkle? Okay, but if this person is coming through with this energy, I feel like there's a lot of love and compassion. You know, it could also be if you strip away their feelings for you in this, or maybe how they view you, which could certainly be the Empress. This person is maybe, I don't know, even a little sought after. So they're sort of sorting through the opportunities that are coming their way, and maybe you stand out. I'm just kind of getting with this Empress energy, which is the embodiment of all the queens. There is something special there. Why the Ten of Wands? Why the burden? Or is this, I want to put a lot of effort into this because it's worth it? We have the Hierophant again and the Queen of Cups. There could be a marriage to a water sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be, I want to marry this person. I have so much love for this person. You, King of Wands, what's that? We're only looking at your relationship, but let's just say sometimes other people do influence our decisions. King of Wands, what is that? The Six of Wands, and we have a flipper. The Magician. Wow. This is confidence. This is big time confidence. I'm not getting arrogance. I've got this. Look at that. The sword is raised. Like, I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to say what I want to do. I see some real potential in myself with this person. Maybe they think Gemini brings out the best in me. What is the Five of Wands, though? You may be both thinking, I've got to wipe that slate clean. My expectations about long-term partners, marriage, family, anything that has been my norm. Maybe you both are thinking, why couldn't this be the new version of love for me? All of this is maybe preparatory for this eventual coming together. We have Temperance. I feel like this is pushing opinions aside, maybe saying, okay, talk to the hand. Like, thank you for your opinion. The next time I'll ask you. Five of Wands, Temperance. Maybe there has been drama with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Wow. 10 of Wands, reverse, the Fool. I'm ready to begin again. Empress. Oh my goodness. This can also be a reflection on, bad decisions. Like, I don't want to do that again. I invited all this drama into my life and I'm not going to go there. Okay, Spirit said, Empress, clarification not necessary. Okay, we're going to move on to what makes the quality of the person someone is looking at, like, undeniably right for them. For that, I'm going to blend my Next Romantic Partner Volumes 1 and 3. Okay, we can do that. Spirit said, you can pull some archetype cards. Got it. So somebody, maybe it's to clear up confusion. For those of you who thought it was a certain person, maybe it's not. I don't know. But we will look at that. I just saw 19, 19, 10, and 10. Maybe someone is a 10 out of 10. And no one is that. Well, maybe a few people are pretty blessed. But let's just say it's also the inner qualities that someone possesses that makes them perfect for someone else. Okay, so without further ado, what are the qualities that make the person in another person's sight like the it quality? What is it? Now, oddly, sometimes these cards speak to an energy of we've both been through something. You get me? So even a negative card, I'm gonna read into it, if you will. So let's see. What is the it quality? What is the it quality? It's a giant double deck, so bear with me. Wow. Oh, guys, this is fun. Now, remember, it's general. This isn't going to apply to, oh, wow, that was nice, to everybody. It won't apply to everybody. Okay, and we have the unshuffled last chunk. It's interesting because, okay, looks like that's it. Bottom of this massive deck, this is someone who is giving. Selfless, but not a pushover. Reciprocity is important. They share, they give from the heart because they want to. This is really big. This is big. I feel like it is a pretty big differentiator. It didn't come out, but boy, it sure warranted some conversation, didn't it? Okay, let's see what we have here. There's some beautiful cards so far. Okay. Oh, that's an unusual one. Okay. Sophisticated. Put together, not crass. They choose their words wisely. Maybe, I just heard they don't have a potty mouth. Okay. They are put together. This can be the way that they carry themselves. This can be the way they dress, although that's sort of surface. But this person has some polish. Whoever is being highly revered has, if not formally educated, they've learned a lot. Intellect comes through for me. Drive. We have soulmate. I think there's a recognition based on this next card. You're my person. Like, you're my person. Love at first sight. Now, it could be that there was an instant soul recognition. And that, in and of itself, I'm seeing the eyeballs turn into hearts again. It's the weirdest vision. But it could be that there's this, I know you're my person. And whatever I have to go through to get to you, I'm gonna get to you. This could be that, there is distance, and that distance needs to be bridged. So, what do they love about you? Maybe they love where you live and they want to live there. Something about social or following social is significant. Maybe they like what they see. The stories you tell paint a vivid picture of who you are. Maybe they look at photos, or someone looks at photos, and it just makes them smile. This person could be also into tarot. Maybe you're both watching this, I don't know. We have morning person, so maybe they are too. And then this, which is interesting, and I don't, maybe they love your name. Maybe you go by a quirky nickname and they love the nickname. Okay, now Spirit said, go ahead, get out the archetype deck. Okay. Mine or Carolyn Miss? Mine. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing zodiac. Some zodiacs want to fly out. Now, again, this is general. So just either understand that the zodiac could be their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or any other prominence. Like, for instance, I have a stellium of planets in my 11th house, and it could point to they have a prominence, and that may not be their sun or rising. So, or if not the zodiac, read the description. We will do that together. So, Gemini's person. Gemini's person. I just heard very different from the rest. Very different. I thought I had a flipper. Nope. Okay, bottom of the deck, Libra, or ruled by Venus, which could be Taurus. They enjoy beauty. Fairness and harmony in relationships is important to them. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have Night Owl under that. Let's see what we have. Only 4 cards. All right, we have traditional. Now, both sides came up with the Hierophant. You blend cultures because you're curious about someone. I can see 2 people who are coming together from separate corners of the world, right? Long distance. But they're like, I love this about your culture. Tell me this about you. What are you about? If it's a religious thing, I don't know, but it could be. Tell me about your religious tradition. Tell me about your family tradition. I love that, our gender roles are, maybe important or not important. I mean, you can really take this many different ways. Wow. This is someone who is very giving. And again, this is always, it's good to like freely give of oneself, but boundaries have to be drawn around that as well. And that's a Libra thing, right? Keep it in balance. Oh, wow. Under that, we have Taurus, Gemini. How funny. So that was very specific. However, we have famous. Your person has garnered time in the spotlight and may be quite well known in some capacity. And then we have a card that is super specific, but for those of you who are connected with someone who embodies this or has an association, I'm hearing, to this, take it. If it's not yours, just don't take it. We have someone from Mexico, Central America, South America. Let's just bundle that. It could also be someone who is from there, someone who has family there. Okay. I don't know that I have a large South American following. Mexico, I'm not sure. I guess I've never looked at that. Is there anything else? Okay, Spirit said, go ahead and give it another toss. And then we're going to look at you coming together with this person. All right, there is someone deeply committed to the connection. They're strong. I heard backbone. Wow, nice. Maybe that, you know, that has been a difficulty in other relationships. Like, wow, why doesn't my person have my back? There's a backbone here. Wow. Okay, we have Scorpio. Or fiercely protective and loyal, stand strong in their convictions and can sting if needed to defend their position or defend you under that twin soul. Oh my goodness. Strong earth. Newly separated. Okay, well, that was the bottom of the deck, but maybe worth noting. We have Southern European. I'll just leave it there. The location cards are where they're from, where they travel to, etc. Their favorite place in the world, kind of thing. A memorable vacation. So take that as it resonates. So how are you going to come together? I don't know why I'm feeling this combo deck. How is this coming together? Gemini and their ideal person. I just saw 2911. It feels like, I don't know if other readers know this, and I do have my comments turned off. Sorry, there's a lot of just stuff to sift through to get to all of your great comments, but that seems to be a prominent number that appears for twin souls. I've just made that observation, and I got to be honest with you, I really don't even watch tarot. I used to, but I just would rather use my intuition, I guess. But all right, this is someone who is going to step into your space. You may be feeling them energetically. You may know they're on the way. Okay, it feels like a relationship that maybe was considered, and it could be this Five of Wands, and maybe it's on their part, on their side. It's not going to work out. Now, you know, I don't want to make any speculation around they're connected, they're with, you know, a karmic partner. Apply that as it makes sense for you. But it feels like this is doing things differently. And it could mean that there is a sacrifice of another relationship, or a need to do things differently, or open your eyes to a new way of relating. And it could be a real breath of fresh air. If something didn't work out, one or both of you could be thinking, gosh, that relationship, you know, I thought I saw it clearly. Why didn't it work out? And I think that there's, okay, I'm seeing a vision of someone unzipping like a sweatshirt or something like that. And there's this bright light that emanates from underneath. So, you know, maybe what didn't work out is because you didn't get to the deep, beautiful, bright layers of someone. Or you got to the layers and an ex or someone who didn't work out really wasn't all that. So I think that this is about reformulating what you think is your person, is your perfect fit. To me, there's empathy with this. Walk in their shoes. Maybe you find your experiences have been very similar. Yeah, look at that. Examine your close relationships. There's been a definite shift in who's my perfect person. So when are you going to meet? Can we get some sort of a where or when from this new love oracle deck? Okay, we have yoga on the beach. Some of you may meet somebody at a yoga studio, maybe near the water. Okay. A close circle. I did pick that up earlier. Where or when, Spirit? Instant connection. Some of you work with this person. Some of them are in your immediate community. This could be a religious group, doesn't have to be though. Anything else? On vacation. Bottom of the deck, dating site. Okay, there you go. Well, that's a mixed bag, which I sort of expected. But we didn't get a when. Can we get a when, Spirit? Timing? That's funny. I've had Spirit do that before. No. Okay, I'm getting a message. Metatron. Okay, Metatron said, look at that. Goodbye to the old. Okay. Reformulate who your person is. Say goodbye to who your person isn't, who is not meant to be your person. That was awkward. When that happens, the doors will open to the person who completes, not in a cheesy way, who is meant to be your person. There's still a lesson. There's still a lesson. Okay. Let's put that back. That was actually really funny. And Metatron has done that to me before. I asked once, and I was being a little snarky, and I can be that way, like we have a relationship. But I said, can you just answer my question, please? And I got the no card. So it was like, no, we don't want to answer that. So remember also, and all joking aside, sometimes, yeah, exactly. Just trust. Sometimes we're not supposed to have all the answers. But Metatron, can I call in a favor? When will Gemini potentially cross paths with this person? Success. It's going to work out in the way that it needs to. And maybe there's a timing card. Okay, we do have spring. Assertiveness, sun, spring, yes. Autumn, winter. Okay, so you see, that's why there's no timing. What needs to be worked through? This. Once that has been learned, once that has been realized, and I think it's there, boom, the relationship takes off. That was fun. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I wish you so much love with this person. Take good care. I'll see you in the next video.